16 minutes after 8 o'clock. Blake Shelton this morning and the boys around here. Want to welcome to the program Don Gorske from Wisconsin. Don, did I say your last name correct?
Right, it's Gorske.
Gorske.
Right.
And again, you're in Wisconsin. What part of Wisconsin are you hailing from?
I'm from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's halfway between Green Bay and Milwaukee.
Okay, and you've got some spotlight shining on you this week because you are the gentleman who has been eating Big Macs for like forever and figured out that you just ate Big Mac number 30,000. Is that right?
That is correct. Yep, I'm actually at 30,009 right now.
Now let me and 9. How many Big Macs a day do you eat, Don?
It's just 2 a day. I usually have one around noon, and then I'll have one somewhere between 5 and 8 p.m. at night.
Do you go into the same McDonald's every day?
Well, actually, that's another weird thing about my habit. I just don't go to McDonald's every day. What I do is I buy 6 on Monday, which gives me my 2 for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I get 8 on Thursday, which is good for 2 on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. There's only two out of my 14 Big Macs each week that I eat fresh. The other 12 I microwave.
Is there a difference between the microwave Big Macs that you reheat or the fresh ones?
Oh, yeah. The fresh ones always taste better, but like for me, with the way I am and stuff like that, it's just easier to grab a Mac out of the fridge when I'm hungry rather than drive down at 10 o'clock, 10:30 one day, 11, 1 another day, or some days I'm not hungry till like 1:30 in the afternoon. So it's convenience to have them in the fridge.
Well, Don, tell me, how did you land on this Big Mac diet? I mean, there's so many other choices in life. I mean, how did you land on a Big Mac originally, and why have you stuck with just the Big Mac as your go-to choice?
Okay, it goes back to when I was a kid. We didn't have meat very often, so when we had hamburger, that was my favorite. So I remember one time my dad took me to McDonald's when I was like a little kid. I told him someday I'm going to eat here every day, which I didn't think really happened, but it did. But then when I got to be a teenager, then I had like Mark's Big Boys, and I had some Dog and Suds Texas burgers and stuff, and I was kind of looking for, the best double burger there was. And then when I had my first Big Mac, I said, this is the one. And what I did was start eating them and then throwing the cartons in the back seat so I could keep track of how many I ate.
And so you actually have counted for every one of these 30,009 Big Macs that you've eaten in your life.
Right. Each one has been carefully calculated because I'm rather OC and stuff, so I'm really into counting and math, and so like I say, at some point I saved every single carton, and I still keep my count calendars up to date all the time.
Has anybody been able to, or obviously not been able to, but anybody try to sway you when you go into McDonald's to, hey, do you want a quarter pounder with cheese, or do you want a double big, quarter pounder, or something different?
No, they know better than that. It's kind of like on that show Cheers, when you walk in. Like when I walk in on Monday and Thursdays at McDonald's, they just yell, Don's here, and then they know they got to make at least 6 Big Macs.
What about over the years? You've been doing this for how many years now?
Come the 17th, it'll be 46 years.
46 years, almost. That's actually a couple of years longer than I've been doing this radio program. Wow. And you've been eating a Big Mac every day, and so many of these. What happens when you were ill or something, you couldn't make it out of the house? Do you have somebody drop some by?
You're probably not going to believe this, but I've never been sick. I've really been blessed with good health. My last checkup, my cholesterol was 165, and I think that's the highest I ever had, and I guess that's still pretty low. They said my blood pressure was perfect again, and the part that people find hard to believe right now is that I weighed 195 pounds at 25,000, and at 30,000 now I weigh 190, so I've actually lost 5 pounds since the last 5,000 Big Macs.
Wow. And would you attribute it to the size? What else do you eat? You've got to eat something else. I mean, you're talking just a Big Mac every, like 2 a day. So there's got to be something else that you're eating, correct?
Oh, yeah. It's just I don't eat a lot of other stuff. Well, one thing I do kind of eat every day is a parfait. It's a fruit and yogurt thing that McDonald's provides. So, like, when I go in on Mondays, I'm getting 6 Macs and 4 parfaits. And then on Thursdays, I get 8 Macs and 4 parfaits. And then the wife likes it that I eat at least some kind of fruit and stuff. And then like during the winter here, there's quite a few times where with my Big Mac, I'd heat up a small bowl of beans or corn or something just because it was kind of neat to have something else warm to eat along with a Big Mac and stuff. So I do eat other stuff, but it's not going to be very much.
Well, Don, you mentioned that your wife, does she ever ask if we can go somewhere else just this one time and eat something else?
Oh, yeah, we do go out to eat and stuff. It's just not very often. I think the last time we went out to eat was about a month ago. We went out for perch, and perch is a big thing in Wisconsin. They fry the fish perch, and it's really good stuff, you know, but not as good as a Big Mac. But the wife once in a while wants to go out to eat, and then we'll go out for perch or whatever. And it's kind of the thing though is like if I go out someplace to eat with the wife and stuff, we always have people that bug me and say, "What are you doing here?" You know, and stuff. But that's something you get used to when you have a habit like mine, and you know, kind of everybody knows you around town. You know.
Have you had this spotlight shined on you beforehand, like when you were at number 25,000 instead of 30,000 Big Macs?
Oh yeah. The spotlight started actually in 1997 when I hit 25 years of eating them every day. Then that got into the news, and then that kind of that's when it went worldwide actually the first time. And then, like I say, there was a pretty good celebration for 20,000, and then 25,000, now 30,000.
What did they do for you? McDonald's must have done something where they get all this spotlight because of what you've done.
Yeah, like, well, most McDonald's are locally owned, and so, like, Dave Roush owns the McDonald's I go to all the time, and so on Friday we had a big celebration there, kind of, and there was a lot of media there and stuff, and a lot of people, and we had free meals for the people that came to the event, and we had event buttons, and I had a chance to show everybody kind of my proof and stuff. People were kind of amazed. I guess there are some websites that have the whole interview on it, or presentation that I did. I guess I did a 38-minute presentation, and people were pretty amazed with it, I guess.
All right. Well, listen, besides eating Big Macs, what do you do in life, Don?
Well, I'm a retired prison guard, so I don't have a job that I need to go to anymore. During the summer here now, I like to do a lot of walking. That's one of my favorite things is just to plain walk. In the wintertime, I do a lot of bowling. The thing is, for me, I really don't exercise. I'm just kind of a hyperactive, fidgety person, so I burn up a tremendous lot of calories just by the way I am, walking around, pacing, just keeping busy, you know.
All right, Don. Well, I guess we'll call you back when you hit 40,000. Have you calculated out when that will be?
Oh, yeah. Every 10,000 has been taking me 14 years, so I guess I'll talk to you in 2032.
Okay. I will probably still be here, and Don, I hope to talk to you at that point, okay?
Don't worry, I'll be here also. So
All right.
Talk to you in 32 then.
Sounds good, Don.